Hello and welcome to the channel. So it would seem that Kathleen Kennedy is now gone from Lucasfilm. I heard a rumor last week that she would be leaving, but I didn't pay much attention to it because I thought, oh, well, I've heard this before, so yeah. Well, this helmet is kind of fogging up, so I'm going to take it off. There we go. Now you can probably hear me better. I've had this helmet for a while. Rarely wear it. I got a different one that I have for my Mando costume, which I still haven't gotten done yet. But, yeah. So now it's Dave Filoni and some other lady are now in charge of Lucasfilm. I'm a little bit hopeful that things will improve, but I'm not going to hold my breath. Because, yeah, the franchise has been burnt to the ground quite thoroughly. At first I did like The Force Awakens, but I didn't watch much Star Wars before then. Kind of invigorated my interest in Star Wars. I do have a copy of all the other films, but yeah. Wasn't as good as it should have been, but still, everybody was hoping that things would improve with subsequent movies, and everybody was thoroughly disappointed. There are some people that did enjoy it, that's for sure, but I don't know. I did go see The Last Jedi in theaters, and I didn't like it from the word go. It was not that great. Even with what I was going through at the time, I still could tell that it was a terrible movie. And my expectations were definitely subverted. I was expecting a good movie. Definitely didn't see one there. And then Rise of Skywalker, I think, in some ways was worse. But when I try and watch The Last Jedi, it usually takes me 2 or 3 sessions to get through the movie. But with Rise of Skywalker, I kind of have to do it in one sitting because the pacing is so fast. You blink and you miss something. But they're still both terrible movies. Solo, I thought was kind of meh. There's some things I liked about it, but other things that were just like weird. Made no sense. I didn't read any of the expanded universe stuff so much. I still haven't played KOTOR yet. I have it on Steam, but I haven't gotten around to playing it. I would like to eventually like stream it or something like that. I've got Jedi Fallen Order. I've also got Knights of the Old Republic. The MMO, which I'd like to play at some point. I played a little bit of it a long time ago, but I don't think I have that character that I started anymore. What else? I do have to be careful with some of the stuff that I stream with Star Wars. Like I did stream Battlefront 2, and I got hit with copyright claims because of the music, which kind of sucks. Yeah. Lucasfilm is definitely not what it used to be when it was under George Lucas. LucasArts was also pretty decent. They put out some pretty decent games. There's some that I still want to get on Steam, like some of the old Indiana Jones games, like Fate of Atlantis. My dad had a copy for PC. It was a DOS game. Um, Played a bit of it. Didn't quite get through all of it. That was back in what? Yeah, the 90s. Um, I saw all the Indiana Jones movies up until Crystal Skull. That one was a messed up movie. I haven't seen the new Indiana Jones movie, so I don't know much about it, but from what I've seen and heard, it wasn't very good either. I have a copy of the original Willow movie. I never did see the reboot TV series on Disney Plus before they pulled it. I've been trying to see if I can maybe get a copy somewhere, but I don't think anybody downloaded it or anything to put on a disc, so I don't have access to it anywhere. Um, I did have Disney Plus for a bit, a few times. I did watch all of Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. Book of Boba Fett was kind of mid. There were parts of it that I liked, but yeah, it was more Mando. And like the way that Boba Fett was portrayed in season 2 of Book of not Book of Boba Fett in Mandalorian season 2 was way better than what we got in Book of Boba Fett. They like nerfed him in his own series. It's really weird. I did see Kenobi. Yeah, I didn't like that either. Um, I still have to finish Andor season 1. I do have a copy of season 2 on Blu-ray. I'll eventually get around to watching and reviewing that at some point. I do know Andor is pretty good. I saw the first episode of The Acolyte and I was like, yeah, no, I'm not watching this. And I watched a bunch of reviews on it and some spoiler reviews and yeah, no. No, that was absolute garbage. Um yeah, Mandalorian season 3 wasn't as good as the first 2 seasons, and yeah, there were a few episodes that were 2 or 3 episodes that were actually not that great. The rest of the season was kind of okay, but yeah. Um, Ahsoka. There are definitely mistakes made on Ahsoka. They honestly should have just continued with Rebels. I think just done it animated Rebels, and then done something different with Ahsoka entirely. Um, I did watch all of the Clone Wars except for like the new seasons that they put on Disney Plus. I haven't seen the Bad Batch. Um, what else is there? I did watch the first couple episodes of Skeleton Crew. I have some issues with that one, but yeah, I won't get into it here. But it's okay. But I still have some gripes with that one. Um, yeah, Dave Filoni really has his hands full with trying to figure out what to do with Star Wars. Um, there's still some aspects that I like. here and there. The original trilogy, and the not sequel, prequel trilogy, I do still enjoy. Um, I I have a couple of Legends graphic novels that I haven't sat down to read yet. Um, and I did get the Dr. Aphra series. I'm not sure if it's any good or not. I have the trade paperbacks of that. I have some of the Black Series action figures when they were cheaper a few years ago. But the price of them are just so ridiculous. I haven't bought any in a while. Um, but yeah, when it comes to Disney Plus shows, I try and get them from China on either Blu-ray or DVD. Mostly Blu-ray if I can. Just watch them on like my PS3 or my PS4 or something like that. I can watch them on my PC. I do have a Blu-ray disc drive on my or in my PC, so that's also an option too. Um, what else do I want to say? Yeah, I'm definitely not excited or ecstatic for the future of Star Wars. I'm kind of meh. I have I've actually come to have a difficulty just sitting down to watch a movie or a TV show. Um, I usually have to take breaks and stuff in between. Uh, but yet I can sit down and watch a 5 hour live stream no problem. It's kind of weird. But yeah, I am looking forward to next year when they release A New Hope, or rather Star Wars, the 1977 cut in theaters. I do plan on going to see that when it hopefully comes out in theaters, as long as they don't change their plans on that. And I do hope that they re-release all the original movies with their original cuts in theaters, and then hopefully I can pick up a copy somewhere physically. Yeah, I haven't seen the originals in such a long time. I did see the original Return of the Jedi on VHS, and I think Empire Strikes Back as well. I don't know if I've seen A New Hope, the original cut. Um, but yeah, I still kind of liked Star Wars when I was a kid, but I wasn't like deep into it, and it's just kind of like a whatever thing. I got more into it more as an adult. But yeah, I was planning on picking up a Black Fly root beer for today, but I forgot. I'll pick one up sometime this week if I can, and kind of celebrate that she's gone. But I think her influence still remains. So yeah, her legacy will probably still continue, but at least there will hopefully be people there that have minds of their own that can come up with their own stuff and maybe make some changes. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But anyways, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.